Society.
Hi.
Episode 17. 17?
I think so.
Episode 17.
You guys are lucky that we're here. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to record my own podcast, but
which you will today.
Here's my guy right here.
But I was like, it's Monday. We might as well do a K.
I said, you want to record? And he was like, oh. And I'm like,
you meant yourself.
Like, we can record. We can record together, I guess.
I guess we can do a K&D
I guess I'll give you a little bit of my time.
A K&D Society.
When we're on this, I do want you to look up on Spotify and see how many listens I've got, because I do. You don't have to do it right this second.
It kept climbing.
Hello, welcome. I started my own podcast. It's called, that's not right, Katie. I only have one episode, so I suggest you give it a listen. It's got 18 plays on Spotify. I didn't really want to do a video. I wanted to do Spotify only because I looked like this. I didn't want to be on video, but Doug's like, you got to do a video. So anyway, check that out. And I'm trying to record episode 2. I got a lot of things to talk about.
Wrestling, if you're down, if you watch wrestling.
I don't have any wrestling to talk about in that. But I was going to get my list out, but I'll save it. Just come see me on my own.
Yeah, I talk about what's the show? Sister Wives, I'm sure you'll talk about that.
I talked about that. I feel like the point of that is to just
just go.
Just go, because my brain, we'll be from here to there to there to there. And Mare was like, can you do a podcast on your van? My van I used to drive, it was my first car. So I'm going to talk about that. And going to Bethalto Civic Memorial High and driving 1994 Chevy Lumina van with a wheelchair lift in the back. I feel like it's worse now because kids drive like BMWs. We had those. But I feel like there was 6 girls in my class that had a red Ford Mustang convertible, like a 96 or something.
It was that or the, what were those little cars?
Cavalier. That was my, probably not that. Sunfire was Pontiac Sunfire was the one. Our cat trying to make it. Peaks. Then you got the dog right here too. If you're on video, if you're on Spotify, snooze you lose. Anyway, yeah, Bethalto, it ain't right. I see when the high school gets out, those kids now drive better cars than me. And that's cool. Your parents paid for it. When my parents bought me my cars, they were a lot better cars than I have now.
Eclipses. Remember those cars?
Yeah, I thought those were cool.
Bunch of people had those.
I always liked before I hadn't got my van, because I didn't know that was going to be my car. I loved a Ford Taurus. And those are like an old.
And you basically got that, but the Chevy part. You got a Chevy Cavalier.
Yeah.
Ford Taurus.
I upgraded from the van to a Cavalier, and I had multiple Cavaliers. But
I had a Chevy Corsica.
My aunt had one of those when I was a kid.
It was perfect for a first car.
What was your second car?
Second car was the Ford Explorer 90.
I thought Explorers were really cool. If people
it was
had
that
Explorers,
boxier one, not the newer one.
It wasn't an Eddie Bauer edition. Did you ever see those?
Yeah, no, it wasn't one of those. It was before those.
I always thought that was so weird. No shade to anybody that has it, but I feel like my parents respected Eddie Bauer. I feel like my dad still does. Mm-hmm. And when I would see him, I'd be like, Eddie Bauer edition, on a vehicle. What is that?
I put 2 12s in the back, subs. I had a.
People probably really enjoyed when you were.
Took that to Fairfield too. So yeah, Fairfield was not real light there.
My neighbor in the circle had subs, and it'd be 3 a.m, and the windows would be open, and it's so literally okay, we're all laying here now.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I sold them. I did not make a profit off it when I sold it. It was such a stupid purchase at the time. Because whatever job I had, it wasn't making that much money, but I was still at home. So I think I was coaching, and then I worked at a movie theater. So I wasn't making that much money, but all the money I would go to my. Oh, I gotta get some subs. I gotta get a amp.
Honestly,
gotta get a CD player with the interface. That one's gotta be really nice. Speakers. Got Boston speakers.
I feel like that's you now, but it's not that. You're solar light stuff for the. Yeah. It's that, but the backyard, and it's what can I order under $20 off Amazon so Katie won't be pissed at this particular one purchase right now.
Yeah.
Because when you were describing your going for the car, I'm like, that's literally you now. When you got this whole setup, you bought till it was done.
Till it's done, yeah.
It's just your personality.
So
maybe it's a Capricorn thing.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
I read one time that Capricorns and Cancers are good partners, and that's what we are.
Well, there you go. So they were right. Whoever wrote that.
Tip it. My hair. I'm gonna try
It
to
looks
fix
good.
it.
And I have a hat on, and I cut my hair yesterday.
I wish
Ooh,
you could
look
cut
at that.
Dempsey's. It'd save me.
Ooh, he said he would let me do it. He
Okay,
said that
next time.
he would let me do it. So we'll see. It's
Oh, that
different
one.
cutting your own hair and somebody else's hair, so that'll be different for me. But I'm gonna figure it out. I think we need to get some new clippers though. Probably need to invest in some new clippers.
Everywhere. You definitely do. Those clippers are not good.
I don't have to
I don't know
retire
what I'm trying to
those.
do with my hair right now, but why I don't
What
like to
is
be on
on the
camera.
docket this week? Do we have anything going on this week that is news worthy?
my podcast.
Podcasts. That ain't right, Katie.
I want to say, I know you haven't listened to it.
I have listened to not
Not-
all of it.
Okay, well, it's just like ours that the end to me is always the best part, like the little random shit I say before I stop.
I'm just gonna skip ahead over the.
Go to the last 2 minutes.
Okay.
So like I was singing something. Oh, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, and I was like saying the lyrics, and then at the end I was like, make a change, and then I was like, oh, I should have shut it off then, and like it stopped and just ended at that. So then I was like, God, I still might, and I'm like talking about it. So I'm like trying to think of a song to say,
Yeah.
like sing and end it, and this is what I'm talking about with my brain. All of a sudden I'm like. You remember in Holes when the girl's like, I'm tired, Grandpa, and he's like, that's too damn bad. And then I go, end it. And I started laughing so hard that I started clapping, like, and then I go, oh my God, I clapped or whatever. It was just, that's what, when I listened to it back, I was like crying because
Yeah, I came down to you laughing.
it was so funny because it's like I was trying to think of a song and then I say that. And again, all those would have been so funny to just end it, but I couldn't stop.
I am K&D Society. We are 101 subscribers away from 10,000.
What?
Yep.
Holy
Had a
shit!
good- had a good-
That's so on Spotify?
Yeah. No. On YouTube.
Oh, I thought it was on Spotify. I'm like,
No,
no, that
we-
on Spotify?
No, you can't even subscribe to us yet. I don't think you can follow us. You can't subscribe to us yet.
I didn't even know there was a difference.
Yeah, like
and
you can
subscribe is not the
you
same?
can subscribe to like Rogan, and then you can hear the episode before everybody else does. It's still out there the next day for everybody else, but if you subscribe to somebody, you can hear it the day before. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. They're like 3 hours long, so I'm still listening to some of them. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. 10,000 is that cut off. Once you get to 10,000, then you can start working with businesses again,
Yeah.
which will be cool. So it's been a climb to get back up to it, but
It's the
there's been a lot of views on this one. We're almost up to 5 million views since November. We
Dang.
started in November.
Well, that's all you.
Yeah.
That's not K&D, I feel.
Well, it is K&D Society. K&D Society.
Us both staring in the camera like...
Yeah, so I'm finishing up 4 seasons. It's the new series on Netflix. It's not really good. I basically have pushed through to watch it just because I like the characters. But like I have 1 episode left. Had a pretty wild episode 7. I don't want to talk about it or ruin it for anybody, but it's a remake, I guess, from like a 70s series or movie or something.
Never heard of it.
Tina Fey,
Oh, okay.
a bunch of them, SNL people. So yeah, that's the new TV show that I watched. Righteous Gemstones is done. I was
Well, I
on
thought
there
you
today.
said that.
I thought so. I'm pretty sure.
Because I said, is it the season? You were like, no, I think it's the series.
I mean, I knew the series I knew was done this season. It's just it was episode 9, so I thought maybe there'd be a 10. But like the way 9 ended, I'm like, oh, that's definitely you could end it that way. So,
Yeah.
but like, damn, it's just this is the first Monday that I didn't have that show. So I'm like, okay. And then the other 2 shows that I watch are The Last of Us, which is super depressing. Like
I'm not
I didn't
really.
even watch it last week, so I'm too behind on that. But like I am in no hurry to watch that show. And then the Nathan Fielder show, the attendant.
There was a clip I was going to send you on X yesterday where it's like, from Nathan For You, where it's like the better way to tell your kid that the dog passed away, and it's a video, and he's like a Mexican guy, like I'm not
I'm
gonna
in
do an
heaven.
accent, and then
Yeah.
and so I thought it was gonna be funny to send it to you, and then the kid's crying, and he was like, his voice didn't sound like that, and of course I'm like, God damn it, like it made me sad, so I was like, this isn't even funny. It always has to be a tad in a like. I don't want to see a child cry. I don't ever want to see that.
Well, like
I don't
they
think so.
bring the dog out. Like the dog didn't really die. They were just saying they're at. So like the dog came out. Oh, it's okay. He's still alive.
Okay.
They were just testing it.
Yeah, but I don't even like the. I don't even like that we put that kid in the scenario, made
Yeah.
him think that, and filmed
True.
his reaction.
I know.
I
It's
don't like
horrible.
that.
Yeah, it was funny. But,
Um, I got something on my list for my podcast that we should talk about.
What's up?
But I keep looking. I'll tell you what it is in a second. I keep looking because, and looking at my phone and making a weird face because one of my notes for my podcast says dressing up for Taylor Swift and the like. I'm guessing the like similar things. I have no idea what I meant by that. I don't remember writing that down. Like, what? So the other thing that we can talk about is Mandela effects, because you know what a Mandela effect is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just discovered one last week on Reddit.
I didn't listen to that video that you posted.
Okay, so Lamb, people get so pissed because like, now this song's in my head. So thanks a lot. So fast forward a few minutes if you don't want to get this song stuck in your head, because it's going to happen. So I was talking, on Reddit, they're like, what, the Lamb Chop song, what's the song they sing at the end? This is the song that
never ends.
Right. But they left that word blank. There's a whole like population that thinks it doesn't end. Like my friend Kayla commented, doesn't end. That doesn't make sense.
No.
And it's never. And I like PBS was all we had at Belva's besides when my soaps were on. Right. So we watched Lamb Chop like every day. And you know my brain, like I can watch Rolodex to the memory, and I'm literally watching it like in my mind's eye, and it's that. So anyway, I go on YouTube because I'm like, what? So I go to YouTube, and there's one that says doesn't end, and there's one that says never ends.
What?
I click on the never ends, and he sings doesn't. I'm like, ooh, what's up with that? What's up with that?
I said,
no, but like, what is up with that? How to explain that? Like, what? Isn't that weird?
It never ends. That's what it is.
Right, but like, there I made a status about it on Facebook, and I would say
I wonder if there was a writer's dispute a long time ago.
Like,
and
I'm
they had
not
to
doubting
switch
maybe
it,
they changed it.
like they did Taylor Swift.
And you would think it'd be a generation thing, but like my friend Kelly is like a year or two older than me, I think. She said doesn't, I think. And then Kayla's 2 years younger than me. She said doesn't. So I'm like, oh, that ain't a good angle.
Never ends.
This is
It's
the song that never ends. And then one of my friends...
they're saying it says, this is the song that doesn't end.
And somebody said that if you think about the question, like, when does the song end? Doesn't answer the question, but never does.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Shout out to Sarah on that one, because I said, touche, that's a point right there. But there's other Mandela effects. Like, do you remember the Sinbad movie where he's a genie?
Yeah.
It's like Shazam or something, and Sinbad is like, I don't know what to tell you kids, I was never in
it, even
movie.
though there's clips of it.
Like, yeah. There's that. There's the Fruit of a Loom thing, like the label of Fruit of a Loom. People think it looks different. It either has the little, like, it's called a cornucopia, but it's like a little wooden basket with fruit.
Right.
And then and I've seen both. And then Berenstain Bears, it's Berenstain, like with an A at the end. But I always thought it was Berenstain.
Steam. Yeah.
But like Anne, my aunt, was a first grade teacher. And when she read that to one of the kids one time, she said stain. And I was like, well, God, if she always... It was so weird.
Yeah.
Like...
That could have been a... They changed the name.
But it's like, it's crazy. There's all these little things. What it is a glitch in the Matrix. And I was telling, I think, Ralph, I'm like, you know the game The Sims? There's like Sims 3, 4, whatever now.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Fun game.
What if like we just are the Sims?
Yeah.
But we're playing as ourselves. Like, think about that. Because I'm like dead serious about that. Like, I don't know if we're on Sims 3, Sims 4, like what Sims game, like what version this is. Since the beginning.
But society as a whole has been on Sims 105 before, but we just restarted.
Yeah, like I think there's been a lot of restarts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Pyramids, have a big thing to do with that.
It's like so, and then you know how they say like the theory with time is like time doesn't exist, like it doesn't exist except for here on Earth.
Yeah.
Of like they say if you believe in past lives, future lives, all that's happening at one time or something. It's like it's a pretty crazy concept. But it's like, if that were the case, then before you do it, you're like, all right, am I doing Sims 105? It's like, now that's what I call music. It's like, am I doing now that's what I call music volume 147? Or am I doing
4?
3? Yeah. And I don't know, what do you think this one is? What version of Sims is this, you think?
I feel we're approaching, I don't know, with AI and stuff like that. Like, do we accelerate?
Okay, here's another.
Our simulation accelerates.
Here's
with
another
AI
Simish scenario. You know how people are like, the big fear now is like, okay, AI's created. It's like, what if AI gets smarter than us?
Which it will.
Pretty quickly, but they're like, AI is going to want to like live out their life and experience different scenarios in, say, a simulation. So it's like, what if we are AI and this is I'm not saying this is what it is, but when this is how my brain works, I think about this stuff and I'll be like driving and I'll be like zoning out, and then I'm like, I'm driving a car right now. Like, how I gotta come back because it gets so. But think about that. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, I get that. Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Whatever we think AI is,
it could. Yeah.
Like, maybe we are the future of AI is what we're living right now.
Right.
And that's what I mean by it's a simulation. Because whenever you die, because I do believe that, like, when you die, you're not just like, I was Doug Draith, start to, like, that's not you know what I mean? Obviously, I feel like you keep the relationships, but I feel like this window of however many years that we live is not the only thing you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I really feel it could be that AI's like, all right, I did Katie. Now I'm gonna come back this time as Doug. Maybe we're the same person.
Yeah.
The same AI. Are you Suri or?
I'm gonna be.
What's it? You know how some they'll play it and it's
I'll
like
be
a
Ask
guy?
Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Remember that?
That was
Google
like
search.
instead of Google, you'd do Ask
Yeah.
Jeeves. I never.
It didn't take off.
No.
'Cause people were
Terrible
like,
name.
How do you
Jeeves.
spell that?
Well, people probably, that was more of a personal problem.
No, I'm sure a lot of people did not know how to spell Jeeves. Spell Jeeves right now.
Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. Google it. Ask Jeeves it.
There's an A in it.
No, there's not.
That's what it.
Where? What'd you do? You touched your home screen. Don't make me look it up.
Oh, they can see that too. Yeah.
Yeah, you little liar.
The video
This is
caught
what my
that.
life's like.
I can see
Gaslight
my
me.
phone there.
Do you think AskJeeves.com? Oh, it's a sock. How you spell that? Read it aloud to the class.
You got it. I mean, I knew how to spell it. I'm just saying there's people that probably don't know how to spell it.
That was your first point about it. It was like,
Yes.
I didn't take off because...
People don't know how to spell it. They probably put an A in there.
Okay. That's why I do my own.
Yeah. Come on, everybody.
On my podcast, I'm planning on doing a deep dive, not on the case, but my personal opinions on Gypsy Rose. I've never discussed them. I tried to say something the other day to Doug.
She dated Pete Davidson. All right.
This is what I deal with.
Didn't they date?
You really don't even...
Didn't they?
Who?
Pete Davidson?
And Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Didn't he date somebody like that, or was there
Hey, why don't you
pictures
go
together?
Hey, why don't you go hang glide for a little bit and let me finish this? No, so I'm talking about, I'm watching old school wrestling, like an early 90s thing, and there's this girl, Sunny, like blonde, I know
Gypsy
you want
Rose.
me, and she's comes out to the ring, and the way that she's acting, I say to Doug, I'm like, I swear Gypsy Rose watched Sunny, and that is like her inspiration on how to be cute. And Doug's like, I didn't say Gypsy Rose, I just said Gypsy. And Doug's like, I don't know who Gypsy is. Okay, so that's why I have my own podcast. He's Googling it.
Breaking. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was been spotted with Pete Davidson. They were spotted together. Let's look at pictures.
It's a cartoon. It's Sims that you're playing. She I don't want to talk. I'm not spoiling my topics. She's been with 2 dudes since she's been out of jail, and it wasn't Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson dates Kim Kardashian and then Gypsy Rose. Like,
They're jokes.
dumb.
They're so bad. The pictures. I can't find.
They're
a good
not
one.
real. They don't like. I would know.
It was a.
Everybody was obsessed with Gypsy, and I didn't care then. And then I've jumped. Now I just can't deal with her. I can't deal with her. And
She's free. She's a rose.
she's something.
She's a free. She's gypsy. She's free.
You see, oh Gypsy. Every time I thought about talking about Gypsy too, I was like, make sure you sing that Fleetwood Mac song. You see,
Did you make a
oh,
note?
Gypsy. That's what the note just says Gypsy because I knew it would go both ways.
You know, something.
So-
624.
I'll bring it up on my podcast. I did watch Sister Wives this morning.
This morning, that's good. It's a good way to start the day.
It wasn't as sad as last week. It was sad. I did cry because they're still dealing with the stuff. But again, I'll talk about it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Good, you learned your lesson. 'Cause
I'm not gonna say anything
I'd,
negative about that giant family. I already talked about my shows.
yeah.
You know, Chelsea lost to Newcastle on
Yeah.
Sunday morning, 6 a.m.
Which always is a great start to your day.
Yeah,
And in turn, our day. Happy Mother's Day to me.
Mother's Day. Yeah, that was a good. You and your mom went to the casino.
Yeah, I was like, you want to go to Pasta House for lunch? My mom was like, I'd really like to go to the casino. I was like, okay.
Daisy.
Went to Hollywood Casino.
And that's used to be the Lumiere. Isn't that what you said?
I did not say that, but
No, you didn't go across the river.
yeah, we went across the river.
Oh, okay. Wow.
The river was crossed.
The river was crossed.
My mom was killing it, and I was
Hollywood.
not.
So that's
I was-
next. That's Riverport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
That's
sorry.
what I said. You go, it's by the racetrack. I was like, no, it's
No.
by like Riverport. Like
I-
we saw that right there. Because now I'm like, oh, it makes sense you'd stay at this hotel if you saw
Yeah.
a show there and didn't want to drive home or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice little setup. Help me if you have an artist you want to see there, and you're like, you know what, let's have a good weekend. Like, let's get a room. We can
Let's
get the
spend
casino.
$20 per drink. And that's what I was telling my mom. I'm like, last time I went to a concert, it was like $15 a beer. And that was like, it's been a long time since I went to
What was your last show?
went to some country concert with Meredith, I think.
My last.
Well, not just Meredith, but like
show?
other girls too.
I don't. Oh, Chris Stapleton
Oh yeah, with Uncle
at
Jeff.
the Fox. No, actually, no. The last show I saw was with Uncle Jeff. You're right. That wasn't with Uncle Jeff. He got us those tickets. But it was. Oh gosh, why can't I remember? Jackson Brown. That's what it was. Me and him saw Jackson Brown, I think.
I don't remember. I don't know who Jackson Brown is.
Was it Jackson Brown?
I'm assuming country because that's a country ass name.
Yeah. No, it's
Clint Dix. It's always like, don't get me
Clint
started
Dix.
on that. I think I said Dixon before, but Brantley Gilbert. I think Brantley Gilbert's
Brantley.
is a real one.
Yeah.
But they're just names that you're like, okay, you sing country.
Yeah. So yeah, great day to start off. A great way to start off a week by doing a podcast, a K&D Society podcast, and it's also on video, so that's cool. I finally have a video now. I don't have to like type audio only in the title.
I think mine's gonna be audio only.
That's fine.
Next one.
That's fine. Do your thing. I'm still gonna post it on K&D.
Maybe when I do, like, if I ever get my cards out or do something, whatever. I mean, I guess eventually I should put a. I am gonna send you a picture though, because that picture you picked the last time, I'm like, I would not have
Yeah, I had to put something.
picked that just because like I have the same shorts on today, but I'm like, I just kept looking at my butt and my legs, and I was like, ew.
No, I had to put something, and I
Until my
figured
hubby picked that.
I wasn't gonna put the kids involved and.
No, it's a cute picture. I'll probably pick like a random thing.
Yeah,
Like something.
send it, and that's what I'll
funny.
put. That's
Something
what I'll do.
hilarious. Hilaria Baldwin.
That's what I'll do. Chelsea's got 2 games left. It's very, very important. Got to win them both. I won't talk more
If
about it.
anybody listening watches Hilaria Baldwin and Alec Baldwin's reality show on TLC, let me know if it's worth my time because I can't with that girl.
Ugh.
But it's like, I might have to.
I wonder if they show in that show him shooting that person. Like, didn't he kill somebody?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
filming a movie. It was like a prop gun and he
Right.
shot it and it was.
But he pointed it at her and Shay. Okay,
You're going to get sued.
allegedly.
I think he got like legally not acquitted, but it's like it wasn't his fault because he didn't. I don't know. He's got like 47 kids now. So.
Yeah, he's a great person. And then
No, I don't think that. I think
no, I'm not saying that. It's just weird how he does a reality show right
what's
after all
insane
that
is like that.
It's kind of like
that movie's coming out. So it's like, okay, so then people are gonna go see the movie that girl died like making.
I don't even know the whole story, so I shouldn't even talk about it.
I
But
just
it is a very
remember
popular story that everybody gets bits and pieces from.
I used to like know all the tea with Hollywood from like People in Star magazine because my mom always bought those. And whenever I was younger, Alec Baldwin was married to Kim Basinger, and they had a daughter, Ireland. And like in the divorce, I guess they like weren't getting along. And he called her and left her a voicemail. Was like, "Listen here, you little pig!" Like he was calling her like horrible stuff, and they released it. I just remember that about him because I remember thinking like, even if like just don't call her. Like, why are you yelling at her and
why would you
calling
leave
her?
a voicemail? Good God, what you gonna do when you do?
But he met Hilaria, and now he doesn't do that.
Hilaria. That's her name.
Hilaria. She like faked that she was from Spain and she wasn't. She was from Boston. She'd be like, "How you say cucumber?"
Oh
like,
my God!
That's what I'm saying. It's
gave
not
her a reality show.
It's not like I'm watching it like these people are really cool. It's like holy, I can't. And then so she's had 7 kids. She hasn't had them all, but like she got surrogates, but would like. People said she faked she was pregnant because she would post like yoga poses that would be impossible to do right after she had them. But then one of her kids, they're the same year because it was like she had a surrogate and then she got pregnant. So her kids are like 4 months apart. So she had to admit she got a surrogate for that one. But it's like,
oh my gosh,
and Alec Baldwin's like 65 years old.
He's only doing that show because of what happened in that movie.
He's doing that for a paycheck because they ain't got options.
He's good. He's Alec Baldwin. He's gonna get movies.
He has
after
7 kids under like 7.
I know, but he's good though. He's got money.
No,
but.
These people don't have
that's
that
a
money.
PR move. Like we need to change the perspective of the public of you.
Also, like
let's put you in a dad
she
form.
like talks
only
down to
shots
him and will
and
be like,
he'll
"Quit
take
talking,
it,
da da
right?
da." And like he's not the person that would take that. So I feel like you're right. They put the spin on it. Like
Yes.
she wears the pants.
We got to build you back up. Then you're gonna get those movies again.
Hey,
the
good for
paychecks
you.
are coming.
I feel
The
like
shows
that's,
are coming.
Like aware of.
That's all that
spin.
is. So it's like I don't even want to. Partake, which I ain't. I don't have to. I'm not gonna be forced to.
It's just a little fun every now and then.
Yeah.
Every now
Anyways,
and then
what you should do is
a
listen to
little
Aaron Kellum music. He's on Spotify. He's on all kinds of platforms. He's a really good
I
at
should
making
read Anders'
music.
text that I read you the other day about what he said.
You should look up the Uppers. They're a band based out of St. Louis, Missouri. They're really good. They got a great sound. The drummer is really good. His name is Travis Schaefer. He's from Bethalto, Illinois. So is Aaron Kellum. Both of them are from Illinois and the town of Bethalto.
You should also check out That's Not Right, Katie. She's from Bethalto too. She's
Yes.
actually from this house. The recording studio we're in right now.
We're really big in Bethalto.
She flies in,
Yeah,
does
I
her
like to
thing.
promote Bethalto.
You don't see her, so it's like, who is she? We don't know.
We don't know. No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
Open doors for people. It's the right thing to
Cash
do.
is king.
Cash is king.
Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali.
That's his real name, Cassius Clay.
Yes.
Why would you change your name to Muhammad Ali if your name was Cassius Clay? Like, that's a pretty good name.
Religious reasons. He was trying to not get out of the draft. He was saying religiously, I shouldn't be fighting that war, so he changed his name. His name, Cassius Clay, he says, was given to him. And he named himself Muhammad Ali. He got really into.
So did anybody? Was there like?
He got arrested.
I was gonna say what, but publicly, was there like a public outrage by some people that were like, "You're not gonna."
They
go
hated
over.
him. Yeah, he was like hated. So
Okay.
like that's
I didn't
why
know
it's
that.
like that's why he's so powerful and great because he won all those people back that hated him. Some of them, but won all of them back by. He was a very powerful person. Not just boxing. Like his life was more of.
I just
all the
remember
stuff he did
Jane
outside.
Fonda did something that was like shady, and people were like, "Jane Fonda," and
Yeah.
I was like, "I just know her workouts and on Golden Pond," like as a kid.
Yeah, well, she's real anti-military. And
Well, I think somebody said they like. I shouldn't even say this because I don't know, But it was like somebody like gave her a note to get him help, and she like threw it away or something, like a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
I might have made that up, but fact check me on that. Allegedly.
Well, and then a lot of stuff too, like with those kind of things, like that was back in the day, so that was when no one knew any better.
And like you heard it on the news or somebody said it, so it was just fact.
Yep.
It'd be like what I just said, and then everybody was like, yeah, do you know what Jane Fonda did? Like,
exactly. The propaganda machine was just
you know what I want to shout out real quick?
Yeah.
We bought some more essential oils to have the diffuser running.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this kind that I bought my mom before, and it's called Ritz-Carlton.
Oh my gosh.
And it smells so freaking good.
Yeah.
So
good.
It's $10 on Amazon. If you have one of those diffuser things, or whatever it's called, get that. You'll be like, damn.
I wish I could like
daisies.
Take the smell without, I guess, because when you smell the oil, it's a little too strong.
Yeah.
I wish I could take that smell to show to people. Like, just smell this real quick. It's in a bag. Just smell it.
I feel like you could, like, you have like a little, like, like perfume or cologne samples at the mall, that piece of paper. You would like dilute it a little bit and spray it on there.
That's a good idea. I don't want to do all that to take it to work, but yeah, that is a good idea. I guess you could do that.
Just say, trust me.
Trust me.
It smells so damn good.
Look at the name. You know it's good.
It smells like the Ritz. Anyway, well, you already said your spiel, so we should end it like I was trying to end mine. We're like singing and we just shut it off.
Just singing and shutting off. Well, what are we going to sing? Shutting off.
Just that slogan.
Yeah, anyways, you should check us out on
like
YouTube.
And then
that was a bad look. Yeah, on Spotify, on YouTube. Check us out and put this on TikTok too. We'll be on TikTok. I like to put them on
look out
there.
for episode 2 of my podcast coming through.
It's going to be recorded later.
Yeah, hopefully. If not, I'll do it tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. This is back-to-back weeks we did a podcast. That's huge.
Probably first time ever.
Might be.
Well, actually, no, because we did it like every other day for like 3 episodes. And then we're like, went 5 months.
We'll be good for a little bit. Yeah, then it was like 5-6 months. Yeah.
You just got to get that feeling.
I like Mondays for some reason.
I love a Monday.
I think I come home. I mean, I hate Mondays, but like when I come home, I just know that you don't have a second house if you even have a house on Monday.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a chance to record.
I've always loved Mondays because Monday Night Raw always is like something to look forward to.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So I like
makes sense
because back in the day when I was a kid watching wrestling, it was like on Monday and then that was it. And I wasn't consuming any other wrestling content.
And I was not going to be able to pay for a pay-per-view, whatever one they were talking about.
No, back in the day you could do Channel 16 and you could see them, but it was in all those colors.
It was
I watched WrestleMania 15 like that. But like when my mom would walk by, I'd change a channel because I was like, she's either gonna think I'm watching like something like porn bad,
right?
Or I used to change it when I was watching wrestling. Like I thought she'd be mad I was watching wrestling. I was like, no way, girl. We got a history with wrestling. I'm like, and then she took me to it.
That's how it goes. Anyways, yeah. So we appreciate all of you for listening. Look out for Katie's podcast. It's coming soon. Coming soon. Episode 2's coming soon.
Oh yeah, that's
true.
Oh
yeah, we're coming soon. K&D Society, make it feel good. Ooh, ooh. I was trying to sing like you wanted to.
I know. We have
and
to
then
do. I'll do a real song.
But we can't just.
Well, let's end it how I wanted to end it.
I had a good song going there.
I'm tired, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. Shut it off.
Bam. Holes Grandpa. Shout out to the Holes Grandpa. He had some great lines. Great old man cussing right there.
That was the only line.
But it was great. He did a really good job.
Don't get me started. I'll be quoting
K&D Society. K&D Society. Bye. Actually, the video's still going. Oh, everybody, look at this.
You thought we were gone, but we still
we right here.
Oh
we right here. We right here.
We were done, but we still going strong. You thought we were done, but we still going strong.
Oh, look, there's balloons.
Oh, my God.
What's going on? All right, bye, everyone.
This is a bonus for you if you stayed.
You should watch it on YouTube because you get this stuff right here. Oh, my God.